You cannot focus. You're constantly distracted. Your phone is filled with DMs, stories, and even imaginations of girls that you're not even married to. You tell yourself it's harmless, but deep down inside, you're losing yourself. Your relationship with Salat is gone. It's weak. Your confidence is gone. And your mind is cloudy. This is not how a Muslim man is supposed to live. If you're tired of being controlled by your lust and desires, this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step on how to break free from lust and this attention seeking from girls, and how to replace that with purpose, deen, and focus. My name is Rayan Ahmed, and I make videos for masculine Muslim men like you who want to dial in and lock in on their deen and dunya. So if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button right now. Now let me ask you something, right? Girls and lust, it doesn't just appear like that, you know? You don't just wake up one day and you're like, man, I'm filled with lust. That doesn't happen. It starts off small. You know, it starts off with, first you're bored, you know, you think you're lonely. You come home after a long day of work, long day of school, and you're just chilling in your bed, and you're like, you know what? Everyone's out already. Everyone's out having fun, but I'm so bored. What do? I need some sort of companionship. I need some sort of, you know, fun. So then you start fantasizing. You start imagining things. You're like, man, what if I had this girl with me right now? You know, everyone does it. Everyone parties. Everyone has female friends. You know, even if they don't do anything crazy, they're just friends. They're not gonna do anything. So you start fantasizing. And then the next thing, you start adding girls. And especially nowadays, it's so easy to get in contact with girls. So easy. You know, 40 years ago, it was like so hard to get in contact because, you know, we had no phones, we had no social media. Like, we had nothing. We had no video games. Girls be on video games nowadays too. So it's crazy. But now, you have Instagram, you have Snapchat, you have TikTok, man, WhatsApp. You have so much. You have so many ways to get in contact with non-mahram girls. It's crazy. So you start fantasizing. You're like, you know what? Let me just quick add all these girls on my Instagram. And then you start chatting with them. You know, sending reels. Ha, look at this funny reel. Look at this funny reel I just sent you. And now it's an addiction. And now you're literally caught up. You see how it started from boredom? And then went to fantasizing. You know, imagining things. You're desiring the best of you. Then you start chatting. And now you're addicted. You're too far deep into this rabbit hole. You're already you're already invested. You're invested in this girl's life. And now Shaitan starts. This is where Shaitan comes to you. He's like, man, you're already too far in, bro. You're already too far. If you leave now, bro, you're gonna make her suicide. You're gonna make her you're gonna make her feel so depressed. You're gonna make her feel so sad. You can't do it. You can't leave her. So now you're in it. Your salat, your relationship with Allah is gone. You haven't even picked up the Quran in so long. You start losing yourself. You start losing your confidence. You know that one ayah. وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ نَسُوا اللَّهَ فَأَنْسَاهُمْ أَنفُسَهُمْ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ. Don't be like the people who forgot Allah, so they forgot themselves. You know how crazy that is? When you're constantly chatting up some girl that you don't even know, you're losing yourself. You're losing your principles. You're losing your morals. You're losing what you stand for. You forgot Allah, so He made you forget yourself. You know, even when you sit down and start doing some work, you know, homework or something, that's like that girl that you're texting is always on the back of your mind. You know, even if you say stuff like, man, I'm not gonna text her until later at night. I'm not gonna text her until I finish this work. I'm gonna ghost her. You know, until this X time. That doesn't work. You're already so invested and committed that even if you try to do a task and you try to push this girl away from you, it's not gonna work. Because you're already in this rabbit hole. So this whole thing keeps you unfocused and constantly stimulated. And you're in an addiction. You need to be able to control your lust. Lust is a normal thing. It's a normal thing. Everyone goes through it. But you need to be able to control it. Don't let it get to you. So you end up like this. So you end up all addicted, poor iman, You know, like you have no focus in salah. You haven't even picked up the Quran in ages. Don't be like that person. You have lust, but control it. Point number 2. What Islam says about desires and lust in girls. The famous ayah, tell the believing men to lower their gaze. You know, people might be saying, man, I lower my gaze. You know, when I'm out and about in the streets, I just lower my gaze. That, buddy, wake up. We're not like that no more. You know what the most problematic thing is and how people fall into this nowadays? Is through your phone, through your social media. When you're in a room like this, it's so easy to act right. It's so easy to act right and so act pious and whatever while you're, in public, while you're walking down. You're not gonna start doing a mad thing while you're walking. Like, it's just not gonna happen. But you start doing crazy mad things when you're in your room alone. You have your phone with you. No one's there except for you and your phone. Allah is looking at you disobey him. So you need to be able to lower your gaze while you have this phone, like while you're in private too. That's the crazy part. We're being tested double. People 100 years ago didn't have this trial or tribulation. But we can take this, before you start saying stuff like, why do I have to lower my gaze in private too? Think about it. We can get double the reward. We can get reward from lowering our gaze in public and in private. Bro, give me those good points, bro. Give me those good hasanat. Bring it to me. So you need to be able to control your gaze while you're on social media. If you see a bad thing, just quickly scroll past it and press not interested. And get off of that. Clean up your For You page, bro. Clean up your For You page. And remove all that like nasty stuff. Why do you still have like models? Why are you following models, bro? Follow proper Islamic reminder pages. Follow Quran pages. Clean up your For You page. That's how you lower your gaze. That's how you lower your gaze in private. By cleaning up your online presence. Chasing women the haram way without purpose is literally following shaitan's footsteps. So many times in the Quran it says, وَلَا تَتَّبِعُوا خُطُوَاتِ الشَّيْطَانِ. Don't even follow. Okay, it's one thing to follow shaitan, but don't even follow his footsteps. Like, he's walking, right? He's walking. He's far away, okay? Don't even like get on his same path. You see his footsteps and he's all the way over there. Just like go this other way. Go this other way. Don't even follow his footsteps. It's one thing to like follow somewhere. You're like neck and neck. But bro, if shaitan's over here, you're over here. Instead of going close to him, just go another way, bro. Just go another way. Just don't even follow his footsteps. Point number 3, the most important step. How to break free from lust and craving attention from girls and all this haram degenerate stuff. Cut off all access. Like, cut off all the root causes of it. Don't work like from front to back. Work back to front. Get the root cause first. Okay, if it's off of Snapchat, reduce your Snapchat screen time. Do you get me, right? If you're on it for 3 hours messaging girls, do 2 hours. Then do 1 hour. If you get to 1 hour, start removing like some girls, okay? You want to mute and unfollow and delete all the stories, Most of the time, these girls be posting stories and stuff or whatever. You want to mute it. Even if you're not talking to them, just mute the stories. Mute their posts so you don't even see it. You don't even get inclined to text them. So many times, brothers see a story or a post by a girl and like, yo, she's pretty, bro. She's pretty. Let me just slide up on that. Let me just text her. That's the root cause, bro. That's the root cause. Mute that story. Okay, if you can't unfollow her right now, mute her for like 3-4 days. You're gonna forget about this girl even exists, and then unfollow her. You see how like we're moving slow, right? If you're already in this addiction, you going cold turkey, that works for some brothers. Now, don't get me wrong, that works for some brothers, but most of the time it doesn't, and you're gonna end up relapsing. What you need to do, you need to work slowly, back to front. Get the root cause first, and then get all like these loose ends afterwards. You need to protect your heart. Mute them, I don't know, like restrict. There's like an option on Instagram. It's like restrict people so you don't see their messages or something. You want to move slow, and get to the final goal, which is your For You page is clean, your following is clean, your DMs are clean. That's the final goal. So cut off all access, bro. Like genuinely, you can do this too. But you might be saying, okay, I cut them off. Now I have so much free time. What do I do? And most of the time, when you cut off a bad habit, you have so much free time, and most of the time, that free time leads you to going back into bad habits. We don't want that. We do not want that. So what we want is to fill that free time now that we have, that we've gained, we've earned, and replace, like, put good stuff in it. So we want to do, Quran, Salah, like you want to read the Seerah book, man. Like, right here, like get a Seerah book. Read this, bro. Like, these pages, they're like heavy, like lengthy pages. I don't think like these are lengthy pages. One page takes me around like 2 minutes to read. It's crazy. But you want to read, man. You want to read proper books, okay? You want to read. I have another. Like, there's so many. If you can't start off with that, start off with this small book right here by Dr. Omar Suleiman. It's meant for, like, I don't know, I guess you could say like beginners or something, right? It's a pretty good book. So you want to start reading. You want to start going on walks. Just go on walks. Even if you're like, you know what, Quran is too much for me, Salah is too much for me. Just go on walks, bro. Just go on walks. Clear your head. Try to reflect and ponder and just protect your peace. Journal. You can also journal too. It's one of the best ways to, like, pass time and fill up your free time, and you're also getting such a big reward from it too. You're learning more about yourself. You're learning more about, like, just what you want, your goals, your ambitions, what you want to be in life. Check out my last video on how to properly journal. It's going to teach you step by step on how to journal, and it's going to take you from 0 to, like, Allahu Alam, bro, 100. The point here is replace the addiction, whatever you had, with proper, meaningful, purpose-filled goals. Point number 4, the aftermath. Like, what? Okay, fine. Yo, you know what? I got rid of this addiction. I know I'm reading now. I'm back on my salah. I'm going to the gym. I'm getting closer to the Quran. Man, what is my life gonna look like? What do I even do? How is it gonna work out? Bro, first and foremost, you're not gonna have anything to worry about. Like, think about it. Let's just say this is a book, okay? You're doing your homework. You're doing your homework, whatever. You're not gonna be thinking about, oh, I have to text that girl back, bro. I have to text that girl back. I can't do it, bro. Oh my god, what do I even text this girl with? You're not gonna be thinking about that. You're just gonna be constantly dialed in on your work, on completing your work. This work is gonna take you like 30 minutes. Whereas if you were in that addiction, it would have took you like 2 hours. Why? Because, like, oh, has she texted me back yet? No, she hasn't. What about now? No. What about now? Like, you know what I mean? You don't have nothing to worry about except it's just you and Allah and your work. Like, that's it. Another thing that happens, your salah, bro. Your salah. Your relationship with salah goes from, like, because before you're trying to complete as fast as possible, bro. Just get me out of here, bro. Let me go text my girl again. But now you have no, like, you know what I mean? You broke free from that. You're gone from it. So now you can just spend time properly praying. You take your time with it because you have no more, like, commitments. You know what I mean? Your only commitment is Allah and your salah. Think about that. Your prayer, like, instead of talking to your girl for 10 minutes, you're talking to Allah for 10 minutes. That's literally, like, one of the best things you can. That is the best thing. You're talking to Allah. Now, to close off the video, you don't need more girls. You need more taqwa. You need more purpose, and you need more Allah in your life. The reason you're going to girls is because you feel that void inside of you. You feel that void inside of you, and you want to kind of fill it up with haram stuff. So you start seeking validation and attention from all the haram means. But you can fill that void with Quran, Salah, and just, like, proper good stuff. Islamic stuff. You won't be worthy for a woman, for a proper Islamic Muslim woman, until you're not that proper Islamic man. That's why you need to quit all your bad habits. That's why in the first link in the description, I literally made a step-by-step process for you to quit your haram habits. Step by step, every single haram habit. But if you don't act on these like bad habits, they're gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse. They're gonna keep leaving black bad spots on your heart. So you need to be able to fix these up. When you fix up these bad habits and become the better Muslim, you're gonna start attracting better Muslim women in a halal way, of course. You know, lust and all this like haram interaction with a girl, it clouds your mind. It clouds your mind and it leaves it foggy and like you don't know what to do. You're in like a haze. But you know what clears it? Tawbah, repentance. That's what actually clears it. You need to be able to like just turn back. You know, if you're already in this like cloudy haze, there's no point of you trying to like think about it, right? If you're in a huge infinite like maze cloud, you're not gonna keep going deeper and deeper into it, right? Because you're gonna get even more lost. What you try to do is try to like get out of it. You try to just get out of it completely so you can see, you can kind of clear your vision. That's the same thing. Lust and all this haram interactions with a girl, right? It leaves your mind clouded. So don't go deeper into it, but rather like make tawbah. Turn back to Allah and just get rid of that cloud altogether. In this video I covered over why haram interaction with girls is a trap and you shouldn't go into it. I covered what Islam says about it and proper Islamic principles and how you should follow them, how you can break free from them and what to do moving forward, like practical steps, and what changes this can do. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit a like and comment down what you learned. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.